Hello everybody. Today is Wednesday, December, January 26th, 2011. I am just ending my 12th week of pregnancy. I start my 13th week of pregnancy tomorrow. This is an update from my doctor's appointment that I had on January 20th. Yeah, I told you guys before that my doctor's appointment's kind of far away. It takes me about an hour, 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes to get there. My first appointment, that was January 4th, I think it was kind of a waste in my opinion, because I was there 5 minutes. It took a really brief medical history, and that was it. They didn't weigh me or anything. This time it was much more beneficial for me. They did an extensive medical history, talking about my family. Yeah. And through that, I let the doctors know that I have a positive carrier status for cystic fibrosis, which my younger brother has the actual disease. I just carry the gene for it. I was tested when I was pregnant with my son. So the way this disease works, both parents have to carry the gene in order to pass it on to their child. So we have to eventually try to get Adam tested for his cystic fibrosis carrier status. If he tests positive, then it might change the circumstances a little bit. I'll talk about that a little bit more here in a little bit. So they did the extensive medical history. They weighed me. I weigh 188 pounds. I was really shocked. Never weighed that much my whole life. When I was 9 months pregnant with my kids, I weighed 175 with both of them. So, yeah. I knew I was heavier, and I know I've put on some weight from the pregnancy already, but I wasn't expecting it to stay that much. They took my blood pressure, which was normal. They did do a blood draw, and they did a blood glucose screening. They made me drink that orange yuckiness, and it wasn't even cold. It was really gross. They did a pelvic exam, which I wasn't expecting either. I hadn't shaved my legs in weeks and weeks. I didn't expect them to do it, so I was like, why bother? It's winter time in Ohio. It's cold. Yeah, so whatever. Anyways, the most important and exciting thing for me is that I got to hear the baby's heartbeat. I did make a recording of it because Adam wasn't able to be there. He had a previous engagement that couldn't be canceled. Let's see, where is it? I have it on my phone. I'm going to try to play it and see how well it works. Okay, this one should be it. Oh, that's really loud. In the beginning, they couldn't find it very well, and then towards the end, they were able to find it.
Right.
There it is. That's my baby Shirley's heartbeat. So there it is. That's about all I got to record of it. But I was very, very, very excited that I was able to hear the heartbeat. I almost cried, but I held back all my, hormonal emotions. And then on Friday, the 28th, we have our first trimester scan, which is going to include a whole bunch of blood work and an ultrasound. Basically, they're just testing for the percentage or the chance that my baby might have Down syndrome or 2 other genetic chromosomal deformities, which in all honesty I really don't care. It's our baby regardless of if there's something wrong with it or not, but we basically wanted to do the tests because you get an ultrasound, and mom doesn't want to see their baby. So, yeah, we're doing it just because of the ultrasound. We really don't care what the tests say. They could throw away the results after they're done with them. I don't care. And then I scheduled my next appointment, which the one that I just recently had on the 20th was with a midwife. And I talked to her about me wanting to try a VBAC. She said that I need to get the doctor's approval, and because we're driving so far, sorry, I'm turning my phone off so it doesn't go off while I'm making this video. But she said since I'm driving from such a far distance, she doesn't want me to continue to drive if they're going to tell me that they won't let me do a VBAC there. Because in that case, I might as well just stay to a doctor locally, since that's the only reason I'm going to Toledo. If Adam's insurance, he was in the military, he was in the Navy for 5 years, and we're working on getting his veterans insurance. If it takes too long to do that, which by the way things are looking, it might, and his insurance doesn't kick in before the baby comes, then we might just stay in Toledo anyways, because they're the closest place that has a cystic fibrosis clinic. It's the only place besides Cleveland that will do the cystic fibrosis screening to find out if the baby has it or if me or the father have it. So, and if the baby, if I have the baby and the father's status is unknown, they would more than likely life flight the baby to Toledo and have it tested there anyways, because if it tests positive for cystic fibrosis, then it needs to be started on medication right away and have blood drawn to find out what strain and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, we might still deliver in Toledo even if I have to have a C-section, but chances are we'll come back to this area if it comes down to that. As far as my pregnancy symptoms have come along, I'm no longer having the breast pain and tenderness, and so far, cross my fingers, they haven't grown any further. I hope they don't until the milk comes in. And my morning sickness has continued. I'm not as nauseous as often, but I'm throwing up more frequently. And typically for me, it's around the time that it is right now, actually. It's 11 o'clock at night almost. And I usually start getting sick around 9 or 10 at night, and I don't stop throwing up until like sometimes 5 in the morning, which is really horrible for me because I have to get up with the kids in the morning and get them off to school. Although, thank God, my fiance, Adam, is amazing. He's been getting up with the kids in the morning for me, getting them off to school so that I can actually get a little bit of sleep. Because then we have to leave for his college at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, we have to be there by 8, so we have to leave after the kids get on the bus. And then I usually cuddle up with my sleeping bag in the back of the truck and go to sleep until my class at 11 o'clock. So, I'm hoping that the morning sickness gets better. The majority of it comes from an excess of phlegm. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but, like, I'm just so phlegmy. I'm constantly, like, coughing and hacking up yucky stuff and spitting. And I hate spitting. It's so nasty. But I've read that it's a symptom of pregnancy because of all the hormones, and that's usually what makes me throw up is I start coughing and hacking, and then I cough so hard that I throw up, and then I just keep throwing up and throwing up and throwing up and throwing up. And it's really not fun. So, I'm almost out of time. We've got about a minute left, so I'm going to go ahead and show you my belly, which, to me, it looks ginormous. My fiance keeps teasing me, telling me we're having twins. I don't think it's funny. So, oh, I got the camera kind of high. Don't mind all the boxes, we're moving. So yeah, this is my belly already. It's insane. I'm just 13, well, I'll be 13 weeks tomorrow. It's a little over 12 weeks. And that's my belly already. I'm huge. This is crazy. The stretch marks that I've got are from my previous pregnancies. I'm only 4'10", like I said before, so when I'm pregnant, I just pop right out there. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to get a good angle on it with this. I'm like on my tippiest toes. But yeah, that's my belly. Yay. Alright guys, well, I'm out of time. Bye.